And good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on St. Albert Sports Fan as we are here to bring you the second of two ball games. We just had the girls, Red Oak versus St. Albert girls, and that was all St. Albert's due to their stifling defense. And now we're ready to bring you the boys contest as the 4 and 5 Falcons face off against the 4 and 5 visiting Tigers from Red Oak. I'm Vince Rue alongside Charlie Narmy. Charlie, thanks for being here with me. It's been a long time, hasn't it? It feels like it sometimes, too, sitting up here. But we're glad to be here. If you are at home listening, watching, please check in with Charlie. Let him know if we're having some technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a broadcast from St. Albert Sports Fan if we weren't. I know Charlie's having a hard time hearing me, and I'm having a hard time hearing you, but you know what? We're just glad to be playing basketball. We've got a decent crowd here for a middle of an afternoon on a Saturday. This game was supposed to take place yesterday. They postponed it due to weather, and here we are. These are two teams that record-wise are dead equal, 4 and 5. But St. Albert had played them earlier this year and came out with a 59-38 win. We'll see if the Falcons can do the same again tonight. They actually have a big week ahead of them in the Hawkeye 10 standings. As the Hawkeye 10, St. Albert right now sitting, I think, 4th overall, but they play against the Hawkeye 10 leading conference Glenwood Rams, and if they happen to beat them this week, they would have a chance to vault up in one of the top couple spots.
If you would, real quick, just check with us. We had somebody let us know that they cannot hear us very well. We'd like to hear from more than one person just to make sure. Are we on? Can you hear us okay? Also, for the Red Oak fans out there, we are homers. It is StAlbertSportsFan.com. Vince mentioned a great crowd on hand, especially for a couple of 4 and 5 teams on a Saturday afternoon. A lot of people anxious to see basketball, but a lot of Red Oak fans tuning in today as well. We are homers. We'll try and call the game somewhat fair, though.
And we have some different faces in the starting lineup today, as it is senior night for the Falcons. And I have never seen this before, especially from a 1A school, graduating 10 seniors. That was phenomenal.
Well, and I love this, not only from the coaching staff, but also from the usual starters. 5 guys on the floor that normally don't start. Cherney, maybe. The other 4 normally don't start. I absolutely love it. And there's going to be a technical foul to start, I think, probably on a substitution issue before the game.
So DeVries will shoot 2 for Red Oak. And before we even get underway, Red Oak will have a 2-0 lead and the ball. As we said, welcome to St. Albert Sports Fan. Vince Rue, Charlie Narmy on the call, Alexis and Sophie on camera and computer. It's always a pleasure to bring you these games.
It could have been as simple as the 5 seniors that might have been starting saying, we don't want to let the other 5 start, and they said fine, and they didn't have it in the book correctly.
Yeah, I'm sure it was just a technicality, but as it stands, Red Oak will start with the 2 technical free throws, and St. Albert will have the ball. That's Elliot Shaw, number 11. A gentleman we don't see too often. He hands it off to Cherney. Shaw will shoot 3 downtown, no good off the heel of the rim. That's Owen Donor almost with the rebound, the 6'6 senior, but instead Red Oak comes away with it. Just underway here in the first. Also on the floor, number 13, Eric Mathai. And number 21, that's Isaac Sherrill, who we will probably see throughout the game.
Terry Blaha checking in, executive producer at home, letting us know we're on the air, we sound good. We're going to talk a little bit about her son here, I hope, a little bit later on tonight.
Bradley Sifford for Red Oak gets the bucket and the foul. So DeVries 2 free throws started the game. Now Sifford with a chance at a conventional 3-point play. Love those senior nights.
Well, to be clear, this is a capable group. These are 5 guys that can play for St. Albert.
No, without a doubt. As Sifford makes the and 1. Red Oak with a 5-0 lead here. Just underway in the first. Cherney to Sherrill. Sherrill on a jumper for 3, no good, but Cherney gets the offensive board jumper in the lane on the way, and it is no good. Rebound into the hands of Sifford. He'll bring it up quickly for Red Oak. Over to DeVries. DeVries, the leading scorer for the Tigers, hands it off to number 24, Baylor Berggren. A lot of bodies on the floor there.
Mathai and Sherrill expecting to go to college to play college baseball. You also have Cherney out there who hopes to go play college football. You've got Donor out there, son of Dan Donor, 1995, going to the United States Marine Corps.
Fantastic. That's number 4 in the corner, Garrett Kaus. Over to DeVries for 3, and he nails it. Max DeVries with a 3-pointer and an 8-0 lead here right off the bat for Red Oak.
And the one I didn't mention, 11, Elliott Shaw, is the grandson of St. Albert legend, Hall of Recognition member Marshall Schicklone.
Coach Schicklone, nice move that time by Sherrill in the lane as the Falcons are now on the board. 8-2, Tigers on top. Sifford down low, good pass and a good finish by Ryan Johnson. Foul's going to be called as well for another chance for a conventional 3-point play for the Tigers.
Shaw's just out of position there. He's not normally going to be down there, but with the group they have in right now for senior night, that happens.
Yes, it does. Mathai picks up his second free throw, good by Johnson. Already 14 fouls? Where's that 3 for St. Albert?
11 seniors for the Falcons.
11. Sherrill gets it to go in the lane again. 11-4. Red Oak on top. Berggren over to Sifford. Nice jumper on the way by Kaus. No good. Rebound, however. Loose ball into the hands of Sherrill for the Falcons. He brings it up left side, and a foul going to be called against Baylor Berggren. 5:43 left here in the first period on senior night. That's why you see some different faces in at the moment for the Falcons. Shaw inbounds it to Mathai. Mathai to Cherney. Cherney drives the lane. He's going to be fouled and shooting 2. Foul's going to go against number 11, Ryan Johnson.
Really good to see Cherney get healthy here after a hand issue that required surgery after football and starting to get some reps in here. Really good athlete.
11-4, Red Oak on top. Cherney's first free throw good.
Cheryl's dad is the pastor down at St. John's Lutheran on Frank Street, and they have a wonderful music conservatory.
Always good information.
That's what I'm here for, pal.
St. Albert cuts the deficit to 5. 11-6, Tigers on top. Berggren drives, kicks it out to Kaus. Shot on the way, no good. Just short rebound, Donor. Donor up to Sherrill. Sherrill to Shaw. Shaw drives in the lane. There's no shot. Foul called against Red Oak, but St. Albert will take it out underneath their basket. That one against Kaus, team's third. Long three-pointer, no good by Mathai. Just off the heel, Sifford with the board. Long three this time by DeVries, just short. Donor tips it into Sherrill's hands. 5 minutes left here in the first. Down by 5 are the Falcons. Running their offense. Cherney back to Sherrill at the elbow. Shot on the way, no good. Donor tries to keep it alive, but instead corralled by Ryan Johnson of the Tigers.
Vince, this year of all years, I'm glad that Coach Peterson has given this group some run and letting them go here for half the quarter.
Kaus with the ball in the corner, driving against Shaw. Baseline jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, Donor once again. Back to Sherrill. Now Mathai with it. He drives the lane, kicks it out to Shaw. Shaw thought about it, decided not to. Sherrill will drive into the right elbow. Shot on the way, just short. Rebound to Cherney. Good offensive glass by the Falcons. Shaw from downtown, just short. Into the hands of Baylor Berggren of the Tigers. He will go all the way, get it to go, and the foul. Falcons just not quite moving their feet on those. So the basket counts. The foul is going to go against Donor. And a line change for the Falcons.
Going to get some more seniors in the ball game. Love to see it.
Official score says that's 5 team fouls already against the Falcons halfway through the first period.
Not surprising. Falcons have been known to play tenacious man-to-man defense and sometimes can be a little overzealous.
St. Albert has a number of their starters in the game, and there's one of them, Jeff Miller, with the ball. He gets it to Carter White in the corner for 3. Shot on the way, no good. Sifford with the board for the Tigers. Up to Berggren, quickly up to Caden Johnson. That's Max DeVries. And it's going to go off of Red Oak.
A couple of guys out there for the Falcons that just were offered from Morningside football this week. Sam Rallis and Sam Wilbur both offered by Morningside this week, a terrific NAIA football program.
You've got Sam Wilbur in the game. Also Derek Schenkloff. That's a name you don't see too often. Carter White looking to Schenkloff. Shot on the way. In and out. No good. Tries to get his own rebound. And here come the Tigers with a 14-6 advantage. DeVries in the corner for 3. Shot good. Max DeVries with his second three-pointer. Tigers extend their lead to 11, 17-6. Carter White in the corner for Schenkloff. Down low to Rallis, looking for some room to maneuver. Kicks it back out to White. Long distance 3 on the way. Good. Carter White, leading scorer for the Falcons, as DeVries tries to light it up for the Tigers. No good rebound. Kept alive by Wilbur. Good job. Quickly to Rallis. Rallis to Miller with the layup. That's the way to run the break, Charlie.
2 huge buckets. The Falcons were down 13, and this was starting to get a little dangerous here because we still don't even have all the seniors in the game yet.
DeVries short on the 3. Rebound by Berggren. Goes hard to the glass. He's going to be fouled once again. And shooting 2. Foul against Carter White.
Official Matt Ray there calling it out. Does a great job. Barney Johnson out there. And I'm not sure of the third official. If you know, let us know. But these guys did the Saints game, and they're a really good crew.
Berggren's free throw on the way. Good. I need to put the curse on the Tigers, apparently, as they're 5 for 5 already from the line.
I like the matching shoes, by the way.
Second free throw also good by Berggren. Give him 5 on the evening.
24, they match with the uniform.
19-11. Tigers on top. Good pass down low to Miller. Miller to Rallis. Spin against Sifford. Good defense by Sifford. Left hand, no good. Schenkloff almost kept it alive for the Falcons, but could not. And here comes Johnson of the Tigers. Left hand in and out, no good. Rebound. Ryan Johnson. Another foul against St. Albert. Holy moly.
Not a foul, but every official in the state will always call that. When you swipe, they're going to call it whether you get the arm or not.
That is the 7th team foul already against St. Albert. A one-handed free throw attempt by Ryan Johnson is good.
Unique but effective.
Obviously. Second one on the way. Also good.
No dribble, no left hand. He's perfect on the night.
Foul going to be called against Red Oak this time. That'll be their 4th team foul. So if you like fouls, you have tuned in to the right broadcast. 1:53 left here in the first. Red Oak on top by 10, 21-11. 8 of their points already coming off of perfect free throws shooting. 8 of 8 from the line. Carter White to Rallis. Rallis gets it to Schenkloff. He drives in the lane. Shot on the way, no good. And that's going to be taken over by Garrett Kaus of the Tigers. Up quickly to the top of the key. Bradley Sifford with DeVries on the wing. Caden Johnson drives back to Sifford. They reset their offense to the Tigers.
This is not Millard North. This is St. Albert. We're deep in the first quarter. We still don't have all 11 seniors in. Incredible, 11 seniors.
Without a doubt. That shot on the way, no good. Loose ball, rebound by Schenkloff, and a foul. It's Schneckloff, right?
Yes.
I'm
Coach
missing the
Johnson
extra
doing some
end.
good officiating, saying, sit down. I need to Get to the bench here, let them know who fouled. Now it's time to come in. See, both those guys usually start. They're not on the bench very much. They don't know these things.
Absolutely. Sifford picks up his first, the team's 5th for Red Oak. And having a seat will be Wilbur and Schneckloff.
Fagan on his way to the University of Iowa. Patterson on his way to the Des Moines Area Community College to play baseball.
And this would be your normal starting 5 for the Falcons. Rawlis in the corner for Patterson. Patterson's 3 on the way. Good. Cy Patterson. Welcome to the ball game, senior. 21-14 now. Red Oak on top.
And here comes the 3/4 court press.
DeVries, 3-pointer, no good. Off of Carter White's shoulder, however. Red Oak will retain possession.
I kind of like this. A little 7-point hole. Here we go, starters. This is going to get fast and furious and fun.
33 seconds left here in the first. Checking in now is Nicholas Fouts. 6'2" forward. He's a junior. And Sifford will have a seat. Into Caden Johnson. DeVries collects that one before it goes out of bounds. Ryan Johnson drives, good. Pass down low to Fouts, but it's blocked from the backside. Miller up quickly to Rawlis. Rawlis to Patterson. Fagan cutting across the lane. 10 seconds left here in the first. 21-14. Red Oak on top. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and Fagan will not get the shot off. Charlie, I think you're right. Very interesting first period as St. Albert got all their seniors in on senior night for some extended minutes, but they find themselves down 21-14 after 1 period of play.
And give credit to Red Oak, 4-5 on the year, but we knew they would come in and fight. We knew it would be a competitive game. And can I just mention real quick before we go to commercial that it is absolutely wonderful to be back at a ball game this year.
Oh.
I have not seen a St. Albert game in person this year, obviously. Senior night, the band rolling, good crowd, absolutely wonderful. I would encourage people to get back to games if possible.
And we will take a quick commercial break and bring in the second period in just a moment.
Armor Insurance. With offices in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs, Armor Insurance provides auto, home, farm, business, life, and health insurance to fit your needs. Armor Insurance is also there to protect you along the way, so give Jay Sims a call at 712-323-4959.
Thanks for being with us on St. Albert Sports Fan. Vince Rue, Charlie Narmy on the call this afternoon. We are still in this afternoon as this game was postponed from last night. The visiting Tigers of Red Oak with a 21-14 lead after 1 period of play. The St. Albert starters all in the game now. Typical starters, I should say, but they throw that one away.
Really well-designed play, and it was there. He just hesitated and threw it a little bit late.
And here's that 1-2-2 trap. 3/4 trap that Charlie talked about in the girls' game. Worked very well for the Saints as they dominated Red Oak, and that trap had a lot to do with it. Boys running the exact same one.
And running it really well. Perfect athlete up top with Rawlis. And now the Falcons need to get a few steals, get something going.
Bradley Sifford, he corrals that ball and he gets it to go. 23-14. Down low, Carter White shot no good. Red Oak with the board.
The Falcons need that second score to go along with Rawlis, but that was probably not the right shot at the right time, but nobody else underneath the basket.
Steal by Fagan. Here comes Jeff Miller. Shot from the wing. Carter White, good.
That's the shot.
Carter White, don't leave him alone. Leading scorer for the Falcons. 23-17, Red Oak on top. 2 trips down with that press. Two easy breaks for the Tigers.
For now.
Garrett Cowles thought they turned it over. Coach Peterson had a little bit to say about it. Now he'll shoot the 3, and it's good. You want my headset? All right, we think we're back on the air. 26-23 is your score. Red Oak on top. Foul going to be called against the Falcons. That one's going to go against. If that's Carter White, that's his third. Board only gives him 2.
We'll take it.
Yeah. We will take it. To the line is Nicholas Fouts. Fouts free throw's good.
We are back on.
Fantastic. Tigers 9 of 10 from the line so far tonight. All stats unofficial, as I have a hard time talking and writing at the same time.
We'll believe you, especially me.
Fouts nails them both. Timeout on the floor. Red Oak with a 5-point advantage, 28-23. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout and be with you for the rest of the second period in just a moment.
EPCO. At EPCO, we provide quality products for commercial construction and multifamily projects. We strive to provide quality service, products, and pricing with every project we take on. Please give Michelle, Steve, Joanne, and Phil Epperson a call. Greg Duncan from State Farm. Contact Greg for any banking, mutual funds, auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, or health insurance needs. Talk with Greg Duncan to get more information at 712-352-3500.
Welcome back to action from St. Albert. Vince Rue, Charlie Narmy on the call for St. Albert Sports Fan. The Red Oak Tigers have come to town. They've got a 5-point advantage, 28-23. And if you like fouls, Charlie, you found the right game.
Well, the Falcons had some guys in early in the game that don't normally see action that time, but it's a good aggressive game, and it's going to happen from time to time.
Cherney drives the lane, shot on the way, no good. Tried to kept alive by Fagan. Last touch by the Falcons. It will be turned over to the Tigers. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the second period. We've got to give a shout out to one of our compadres, Sean Kenny, listening on his way in on I-80. Says he could hear us just fine. Sean Kenny is, we're humbled to be in Sean's presence.
The Sean Kenny, the one who was on ESPNU or ACC Network last night doing college wrestling?
Well, unfortunately, his match got canceled due to COVID. He was going to be he broadcast for ESPN, play-by-play, and the ACC duels, and that broadcast was cut short, even though he was going to do it from his home in Perry. What a year, huh? Caden Johnson keeps it alive for the Tigers with the offensive board. Max DeVries drives in. Nice play by Max DeVries. He's a 6-foot freshman guard, Charlie, and he's playing much older than a freshman.
Got a nice game, aggressive, and not afraid of the moment. That's a freshman going up against a tough senior like Fagan and just attacks.
And what's even more impressive to me is that he is the leading scorer for the Tigers, almost 2-1 over the next Tiger.
Has that DeVries name, I wonder, any relation?
Well, we saw 2 DeVries girls in the game before, Lainey and Chloe. Perhaps they're all related. I don't know. Foul going to be called against Red Oak. That one's going to be on Nicholas Fouts, his first. And shooting the bonus will be Connor Cherney for the Falcons. 3 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. That one's going to be in and out. No good.
Second year of these home uniforms for the Falcons, and I like them very much.
Nice cross-court pass that time by the Tigers. Johnson shot no good. Fouts tries to keep it alive, can't. Into the hands of Kaus. Tigers retain possession and an 8-point lead. Rawlis almost with the steal.
Vince, you can see this game is starting to get a little chippier. Normally, that favors the Falcons. Tonight, I think they're the more skilled team. They don't necessarily want to get into that type of a game with Red Oak tonight.
No sense in panicking, that's for sure. 8-point lead here in the second period for Red Oak. Bergeron drives the lane, no good. Kaus with another offensive board. Good dish to Fouts. That's just a great looking play by the Tigers. St. Albert's going to have to tighten up on the rebounding, don't you think, Charlie?
Going to have to tighten things up for sure, but also work that press a little bit more so they don't even get in a half-court situation.
Patterson shot no good, and it's one and done once again for St. Albert. Cherney diving on the floor for the loose ball, can't get it, and Rollis finally does.
Here it comes.
Rollis goes in for the dunk, but Berggren made him change his mind. Timeout called by the Falcons after Rollis converts on the steal.
He wanted it, but he took too long. I mentioned Terry Blaha. Her son Tyler put on a dunking clinic a few years ago. He got the taste in his mouth, and once he did, away he went, and he was a machine the rest of the year. Rollis got it here about a week ago and has been hammering him since, and he wanted another one, but he just took a little bit too long.
He did. He was really sizing it up. Berggren made him work for it, though. 33-25 your score. Red Oak on top. 2:36 left here in the first half of play. Interesting stat on the night. Number one, Sam Rollis, only 2 points so far for the Falcons. Second interesting stat, the Tigers are 11 of 12 from the free throw line. So a third of their points already coming from the free throw line. Just like in hockey, you might want to keep your guys out of the penalty box and keep them off the power play.
But if you're St. Albert, I don't think you can worry about individual fouls. We have so much depth. I think you have to continue to attack on defense. See if you can wear this incredible freshman down by the fourth quarter.
Patterson almost got the steal, but he knocks it out of bounds. Red Oak will keep the ball under their hoop. 2:25 left here in the first half. Big thank you again to our executive producer, Alexis Narmi, and Sophie on camera. Rollis comes up with the steal. Falcons are going to push tempo. Try to get it up quickly. Jeff Miller on the wing for three. Good! How many times has Jeff Miller hit a big momentum-turning basket, Charlie?
Going to have to hit some shots. White hit some early. Now Miller's turn, but again, got to turn the intensity up on the press.
Kaus's three-pointer no good. Rebound to Patterson. And here come the Falcons. Miller takes it in. Patterson threw that one away looking for Fagan. 5-point advantage for Red Oak, and they almost turn it over, and it does. It goes out of bounds. That was Berggren trying to keep it in play, but Coach Spencer Plank in his way.
Again, Rouse turned the intensity up there on the press and gets a rather sloppy turnover from Red Oak.
Both these teams, 4 and 5, coming into today's action. Carter White drives the baseline, and he's going to be rejected by Kaus. St. Albert keeps the ball. Carter White can't believe it, and I think you're in a little bit of disbelief, Charlie.
Physical game, but a lot of body right there.
White with 2 3-pointers on the night, and that is it. As that one's turned over again, Patterson threw it in the hands of Red Oak. White, good job, though, from his safety position as he gets the steal and then a foul called against Red Oak. So White will go to the line to shoot the double bonus.
Again, we turn the intensity up, not to just harp on it nonstop. But this is the type of team where you can get those type of turnovers. They're young. They're going to have a few of those. Got to keep cranking up. And you don't worry about yourself fouling out today. And even though Red Oak has been incredible from the line today, you have to play the percentages and say at some point they're going to cool down. Don't worry about fouling. Keep the intensity up.
Carter White uncharacteristically misses both free throws. The Falcons now 3 of 7 from the line here in the first half. Conversely, 11 of 12 for the Tigers. 5-point advantage for Red Oak, 33-28. Rollis goes for the steal, doesn't get it, but last touch by Sifford of Red Oak. Charlie, directly to your point.
Well, and he's not arguing the call, so he knows who it was off of. But that's where St. Albert is going to turn this game around.
That press working well for the Falcons. Cy Patterson looking for the backdoor cutter, Rollis. Instead he finds Cherney in the lane. Left-hander on the way, good. Connor Cherney with his 4th point of the evening. The deficit cut to 3, 33-30.
Athletic senior who has spent 4 years in the weight room working on a freshman there. Attack, attack, attack.
Berggren working in the lane, kicks it out to DeVries. He drives, shot on the way, no good, but a foul against Jeff Miller. I've got Miller for 3, Charlie.
Miller doesn't like the call. I think it was a good call, but if you're Miller, you have to be even more physical with him. Here again, a senior working on a freshman there. This guy's really good here, the freshman at the free throw line. You got to be physical with him and really try and wear him down for the fourth quarter.
DeVries makes the first of 2. Miller will have a seat, as will Rawlis. 34-30, Tigers on top. 44 ticks remaining here in the first half. Second free throw on the way, also good. They got to get that scoreboard fixed once again. They're missing a couple points for the Tigers.
Does our Alexis have it correct?
Nope. I believe it's 35-30.
There.
I believe it's 35-30 Red Oak. Yeah, they got to get that
work on the score.
Fixed. Coach Dolnacek and Matt Madsen, the Mad Statter, down below.
Matt is filling in. This is not his normal duty. He was asked today to fill in to do it, and he gladly accepted. Not an easy job, and I was told by another parent who has done it that our board, that the board op that you do it with, is actually more difficult than most places. That's what I've been told.
I'll be darned. Well, I shouldn't have brought their name up at a bad time, because it's great that they're doing it. Carter White in front of the St. Albert student section for 3, and guess what? Carter White nails his third 3 of the game. 2-point lead for the Tigers, 35-33. The clock continues to run, 22 seconds left here in the first half.
Rawlis likes the left block. White likes the right wing.
Sifford drives. Kaus from the corner. 3-pointer on the way short into the hands of Patterson. 8 seconds and a foul called against Kaus. Silly.
Not a smart foul. He does not think that he got him. As physical as this game is, I'm not sure he did either, but we'll take it.
So Patterson will go to the line to shoot a pair. He can tie this game up. 8 seconds left. 35-33. Red Oak on top. First free throw on the way. Good.
Patterson, as I said, going to Des Moines Area Community College to play college baseball. I am a firm believer if it was a non-COVID era, he would be a Division I scholarship player, but with Division I's allowed to bring guys back, just not a lot of room for Patterson this year.
Patterson hits them both. 8 seconds left. Here come the Tigers for one last shot. Johnson being trapped, and Sherrill's going to have the foul called against him for St. Albert. And therefore, the Tigers will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Not ideal for St. Albert there with 3.6 seconds left, but they've worked themselves back up to it essentially be a tie ball game as we go to the second half.
35-35. First time all game the Falcons have been tied. First free throw, no good. Caden Johnson will be shooting the second.
I'm not sure why you bring the freshman in, who's your star scorer, to play defense at the end of the half.
He makes the second. 3 seconds left. Patterson up quickly to Sherrill. 3-pointer on the way. No good. And so, after 2 periods of play here from St. Albert, the Tigers have a 36-35 advantage. Charlie and I are going to take a little timeout here and talk to the crowd as we like to mingle a little bit. And we'll be back for the second half of action in just a few.
Tonight, I just want to take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. 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 Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Gone time. Oh, they don't know. Gone time. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face.
Make sure you get the drummer too.
Okay, okay.
what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy.
Hey, it's halftime here from St. Albert as the Tigers from Red Oak have a 36-35 advantage over the Falcons. We're a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Charlie, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, great work by the Falcon coaching staff and the seniors who handled it all the right way. 11 seniors to get in the ball game. And they got them all in the first quarter, and they played significant minutes. And then great work in the second quarter to cut the lead down, which at one point was 13. And then White hits a big shot. We get a turnover. Ramos makes a bucket and really kept this game in check. And for the Falcons to be down 1 at half, I think that'd feel pretty good because, as you said at one point, I think Red Oak was 10 or 11 or 12 from the free throw line before missing a few. And so if you're St. Albert, you got to feel pretty good. And you have to hope and think your depth will pay off in the fourth quarter. And you've got seniors competing against a couple of really good freshmen out here. And you hope that will have some benefits in the third and the fourth quarter as well.
I think that first half was actually a good thing for both teams. Both teams learned a lot about themselves. As we said, Red Oak came in here winning 2 of their last 3, and the game they lost to Creston was a tightly contested game. KMA had even moved them up in their rankings to number 11 in the small school class. St. Albert, conversely, though, they got to play some younger guys, or excuse me, some older guys, I should say seniors, but guys that don't play a whole lot off the bench. And you start to develop depth a little bit more as the playoffs loom nearer and nearer. Leading scorer for the Falcons was Carter White, who hit 3 3-pointers for 9 total points. Jeff Miller had 8, Cy Patterson with 5, Cherney and Sherrill with 4 apiece, Fagan with 3, Rollis with 2. If my math is worth a darn, that's 35 total points. And easily the game-leading scorer so far is Red Oak's Max DeVries, 6-foot freshman guard, who has 13 so far. We'll see if the St. Albert defense can keep that intensity up with that half-court trap, get some easy turnovers. They haven't had a lot of easy buckets tonight. They've had to work for everything they've gotten.
Father Monahan checking in today from Primrose, I believe, is normally where he is stationed. So great to have Father Monahan checking in. Joan Gieser checking in as well. And, of course, all the executive producers out there that keep us tuned in. We really, really appreciate it.
We do. Last week, St. Albert lost to Harlan by 5, but that was a very good game. They learned a lot about themselves in that one as well. They beat Harlan. I said that wrong. They beat Harlan. That was a good, hard-fought win. And then they lost a tough one at the MAC to Grandview Christian, a very good Grandview Christian. Coming up this week, though, they've got Glenwood and Denison.
Well, you talk about really good. And somehow Grandview is not ranked in the state. From everything I saw, they're a Final Four type team. The Falcon win at Harlan, their first win at Harlan in 10 years. And we believe also the first conference win at Harlan ever. So kind of interesting there. Normally, records mean something this time of the year. For St. Albert, it really doesn't because they're just getting guys healthy. So, yes, 4 and 5, but really starting to pick up some steam. So, if you're looking at BC Moore for lines, things like that, throw that stuff out the window. This is a different Falcon team than what you saw at the beginning of the year. They were trying to work on their rotations. That's been changed, and now we've got guys healthy. Look out down the stretch.
Red Oak came into this game shooting 47% from the line. Tonight, 14 of 16 in the first half, and that has really helped them with their overall score. Rollis drives into the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound to Bergeron, who's played a real scrappy game so far for the Tigers. DeVries in the corner for Cows. Cows shot on the way, no good. Rebound, nice tip by Stifford, and then he had the bunny and missed it. Good offensive board on his part. Carter White keeps that errant pass alive from Patterson. And St. Albert will set their offense up. Carter White over to Jeff Miller. Miller's hit a couple big buckets here in the first half. Kind of stopped the bleeding when they needed it. Carter White working against Bergeron. Over to Miller. Miller with the cut to Rollis. Terrific feed.
Beautiful basketball.
Sam's 4th point of the night. And St. Albert has their first lead today, 37-36.
St. Albert, a little variation of that press where Rollis was not really the point. He was hanging back a little bit. The coaching staff found a little something there.
Good drive by Sifford. Give him 7 so far. And the Tigers regain the lead. They're throwing kind of a token press against the Falcons, but not much happening as Carter White drains another three-pointer, his 4th of the game. And St. Albert gets the quick turnover at midcourt, and Rollis goes in for the bucket. There's that trap, Charlie.
White from the right wing and Rollis from the left block.
DeVries over to Sifford to Berggren. He shuffles a little bit back to Sifford, excuse me. Good entry pass. Johnson not able to hang on to it. Into the corner for Kaus. Drives the lane, left-hander on the way, good. Tough shot, and he gets it to drop.
If you're St. Albert, you deal with it and you keep the pace, you keep the press going.
And
don't slow it down.
Red Oak has their own press going right now, but St. Albert breaks it once again. Falcons with a 2-point lead now. Rollis for 3. Nothing but net in front of the St. Albert grandparents. Good shot by Sam Rollis.
If he can make that shot down the stretch, the Falcons will be deadly.
Red Oak lucky to hang on to the ball. Kaus for 3 in the corner on the way. Good. Rainbow drops through the net and a timeout called by Red Oak. They want to change a couple things around. Falcons with a 45-43 lead now.
Good timeout there by Red Oak, because I think if you're St. Albert, you want to just spin this thing up as fast as you can get it going. And I think Red Oak recognizes that. Real quick, Vince, let's circle back to the St. Albert band at the half. Absolutely rocked it. They had the Killers, Dexy's Midnight Runners. They even had a little late Christmas music going. That's a 7th grader playing the drums for St. Albert, which Sophie Sheffield did an incredible job zooming in on. St. Albert freshman. A 7th grader running the band. Gardner kind of leading the charge in there. Just great work by the St. Albert band.
That was. They sounded terrific. Let's see if the Falcons can keep this tempo going in their favor. They've come out here in the 3rd period, taking the lead, 45-43. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the 3rd.
They've been running Rollis the high post, trying to clear out and let him create his own shot. I wouldn't mind them trying to zero him in down on the block. Get him down there so he doesn't have to work quite as hard.
Jeff Miller wide open for 3. It doesn't go. Good rebound by Ryan Johnson. And he will bring it up very quickly for Red Oak. They go outside with it. Nice move and pass into Johnson, but he can't get it to go. That's 2 easy ones that the Tigers have missed here in the 3rd period. Kaus drives, left hand, no goods. Patterson comes up with it. Here comes Rollis, and he goes in for the layup.
Falcons have been yet to be called for a foul this half, although I think they got away with one there. You've seen it's still a 3-quarter court press, but now it's a 2-2-1.
Only 2 points for Rollis in the first half. 9 already here in the 2nd. Sifford out of control, but the foul's going to be called against St. Albert for a reach-in.
Again, not all fouls are created equally. Don't mind that foul one bit. You want to get this thing going as fast and as hectic as you can.
Sam Rollis is first. Red Oak down 4 now, 47-43. Berggren over to DeVries. DeVries had the hot hand in the first half for Red Oak with 13. Yet to take a shot here in the 3rd. Halfway through the period. Not a lot of motion inside, Charlie. They're just throwing it around the outside, aren't they?
They are, and they've been able to hit some shots, but we're going to see how long that'll last.
Berggren misses from 3. St. Albert gets the rebound. 1 and done are the Tigers. St. Albert can extend this 4-point lead. Fagan sets the pick. Patterson drives the lane, gets it to Rollis. Having a hard time hanging on to it, but Fagan comes up with the loose ball once again. Patterson from the elbow, shot on the way, no good. Into the hands of Ryan Johnson of the Tigers. And here comes the black and orange. Baylor Berggren drives, finds some room, shot, tough, but gets it to go.
Okay, right here. Don't walk it up, sprint it up. Get it going.
Gives time for Red Oak to come back and set up their half-court defense. Patterson to Miller on the wing. Miller drives. Shot on the way. Good. Baseline jumper. Nothing but net for Jeff Miller. Give him 10.
Silky smooth.
Good break that time by the Tigers on the press. And that's going to be a charge. Boy, Greg Fagan stood his ground, didn't he?
Second charge taken of the night. Again, the glue guy, Fagan, making things happen that don't show up in the box score. Real quick, weird side tidbit for you. Next Saturday night, the Falcons play over at Creighton's DJ Sokol Center against Norris. Norris is starting on TV right now, channel 116 on Cox. Go ahead and hit your record button. Cox, channel 116. See what Norris is like. The Falcons play him next Saturday night at 9:30.
That is great information. As Jeff Miller's from three, no good. Just a little short. Sifford comes up with it, but dribbles it out of bounds. Cherney in his face. Sifford has 3 fouls now. Keep an eye on that as their 6'1 junior forward, who's one of their better players and scorers, could be in a little bit of foul trouble. Rollis to Miller. St. Albert keeping everything out on the perimeter right now as well. Trying to find just the right pick.
I'd like to see him pick for Rollis horizontally, side to side, not vertically up and down. Like to see him work block to block.
Don't see that offensive set too often by the Falcons. Rollis drives, and it looked like a clean block, but they're going to call Caden Johnson with the foul. He can't believe it.
That's the superstar effect. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. When you're that caliber of player, an all-state candidate like Rollis, you get those type of calls.
Rollis will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and he gets the first to go. Rollis now with 10 points here in the second half. 50-45 your score. Falcons on top. Second free throw in and out, no good. Bergeron brings it up for the Tigers. Johnson in the corner. A lot of motion now for the Red Oak offense. They are flying around. Rollis tips it away on the pass. Patterson 1-on-4, and he will shoot it, and he'll get it to go. Side Patterson was not going to be denied on that one. Loose ball, Jeff Miller comes up with it. Here comes Rollis. 3-on-1. Rollis throws it out to Patterson. Patterson to Carter White, drives the lane, and he's going to be fouled hard by Baylor Bergeron. His third, and going to the line to shoot 2 is Carter White.
Love the confident attacking mentality of St. Albert. Will pay huge dividends in a 1A sub-state.
White's first free throw attempt on the way. In and out, no good. He's struggling at the line tonight. He has 12 points, and they've all come courtesy of the three-point line.
Well, and you can see on his face, he just needs to get positive. Just, hey, I missed, that one's over with. Just, this one's going in.
Yeah, his body language is saying he's not playing so hot tonight, but he hasn't played poorly. He just hasn't scored the way he usually does, as he is St. Albert's leading scorer by quite a ways right now. 53-45 as he nails the second. Minute 15 left in the third period. St. Albert has extended their lead here in the second half to 8 points, down by 1 at the half. DeVries' three-pointer, nothing but air and out of bounds. St. Albert can push this to double digits now, Charlie.
You can see the effect of the defense. That's a freshman there, again, playing really well, incredible freshman. But that pressure will eventually get to you against a team like St. Albert.
Jump ball. White thought he had it stolen away from him. So did Bergeron of the Tigers.
That's a veteran official there, Barney Johnson. That's a good call.
Red Oak will get it on the jump ball. 50 seconds left in the third. Down by 8 are the Tigers.
You need a good find, something at an estate, that type of stuff. Barney Johnson's your guy. He's really into that stuff.
There goes Carter White with the steal, all by himself. Shot no good. Somehow Cherney comes up with it for St. Albert. White wants that ball back. He's already calling for it.
Great kid. He's just too hard on himself right now. Just be positive.
He's got it at the top of the key. Entry pass down low to Cherney, and that one knocked away. Good defense by the Tigers. Here comes DeVries. Johnson thinks about it and then decides no. Gets it over to the other Johnson, Caden. Shot no good. Patterson almost knocks it away with .2 left on the clock. Can you even get a shot off in .2, Charlie?
I don't believe so. Tip only.
So why inbound it?
Because you could technically throw it right next to the rim and tip it.
Yep, White tips it away. And so after 3 periods of play, St. Albert has the lead, 53-45. We'll be back with the 4th period of action from St. Albert in just a few.
Student Enterprises. Student Enterprises provides billing and accounts receivable services to all home health care agencies. They can bill all payers, Medicare only or non-Medicare only. You will determine what payers are to be billed, and they will customize their services to fit the needs of your organization. Hildebrand Construction. Whether it's a big project or small one, give longtime general contractor Casey Hildebrand a call with all of your home construction needs. Give Casey a call at 402-510-7649.
And the production truck says we are back, therefore we are back. 53-45 as we head into the 4th period here from St. Albert. Charlie and Army, Vince Rue, happy to bring you this broadcast from St. Albert Sports Fan. And while we're at it, I want to thank all those sponsors that help make these broadcasts possible.
If you are interested, you can contact Joe Narmy, who owns the site. His daughter Allison was actually our player of the game in the girls' game. And her cousin, Alexis Narmy, our producer tonight, and Sophie Sheffield, our camera woman tonight. A couple of freshmen doing a great job.
Much appreciated. St. Albert back at that same offensive set they were running there midway through the 3rd. We'll see if they can tighten it up just a little. Cherney, double team, good steal by DeVries. Nice double team by him and Berggren. Sifford drives to the lane, shot on the way, good. Good defense and good conversion by the Tigers.
And good fight from the Tigers. This is a game they could have rolled over here a few minutes ago, and they just continue to grind and fight. Give credit to them and their coaching staff.
Spencer Plank, the head coach for the Tigers, giving them some strong words at the break. Cy Patterson decides not on the 3, goes to Carter White. That one nothing but net.
Carter making me eat my words. I said he loved the right wing. Well, there's a little left wing.
Good shot that time by White. 56-47, 9-point lead for the Falcons. Sifford hands it off to DeVries, 3-pointer, no good, short once again. DeVries has no legs on his shot right now, Charlie.
Might have gotten away with some steps right there, but after that it certainly was a foul.
Patterson called for the foul. St. Albert's 3rd this half. 2nd, excuse me. A little different than the first half when I think they had about 13 fouls. One-handed free throw, always fun to watch. Good by Ryan Johnson.
One-handed, and the old Dean Brunson from Lewis Central did not let his players dribble for a free throw. No dribble here. He remains perfect on the night.
Nails them both. And here come the Falcons. Carter White down low to Cherney. Great pass. Good finish by Cherney.
Senior on a freshman. Attack, attack, attack.
Fagan working hard against Johnson. Johnson throws it into the hands of Patterson, but give Fagan the assist.
That's a technical.
Should be. Connor Cherney gets that easy layup, and now the shot blocked by Carter White. 3-pointer, no chance. Sherrill drives in. His layup is good. Oh, boy. The dogs are barking now. Red Oak trying to call the timeout. The referee's not paying a lick of attention as the Falcons just blew it wide open.
This is as loud as the Palace has been this year, obviously, but in quite a while. And what's really fun here, let's not lose sight of the fact these are high school kids. And their friends who are over in the student section were going wild after Carter's block right there. Really fun afternoon here on the Hill.
62-49. St. Albert has turned a 1-point halftime deficit into a 13 fourth quarter lead. They look like a contender, Charlie. They really do, at least on this side of the state.
Well, and the Hawkeye 10 can be a grinder. I contend the schedule's no more difficult now than it ever was in the North Centennial Conference, but the schedule's a grind, and at times you can lose your confidence individually and as a team. This is a great game for the Falcons to get some mojo going. They need to throw the record out the window themselves and say, we beat Harlan, we're kind of starting to roll. They're a fun, good basketball team, and now they're starting to believe it.
And it's good to see. Like I said earlier, a lot of great athletes on the floor for St. Albert. Maybe not basketball-specific athletes, but as the season has progressed, you can see their timing and their mesh just getting better and better from a basketball standpoint.
Got two guys on the floor going to play college baseball, one going to play college football, maybe one for basketball, just a diverse group. But it goes to show their selfishness playing all the sports.
What a terrific play that time by Cherney to follow up Sherrill's. Well, he was fouled. It was a miss, so I don't know if Cherney's bucket's going to count. The foul against Sherrill probably came first.
Yeah, this is all about the timing here.
No
I
bucket.
agree.
Yeah, foul called against, I believe that was on Sifford, and that will be his fourth. So no bucket for Cherney on the follow-up. Sherrill goes to the line to shoot two.
It's like a soccer match is broken out as much as the players are allowed to talk to the officials. But I think the right call, no basket.
Sherrill makes the first. That was funny.
I'm a former soccer player, by the way, so it's not a rep. It's a difference in the game.
Yes, it is. Let's give credit to Cy Patterson earlier in that play who made the steal down court. Sherrill's second free throw, no good. St. Albert not so hot at the line tonight, but won't come back to bite them. 63-49. My apologies for stepping on the cord there, Charlie.
All good.
DeVries drives. He has done pretty much nothing here in the second half when he led all scorers in the first with 13. Red Oak turns it over once again, and St. Albert looks to push the 14-point lead to more.
Faith and trust in each other and the system. You had to have faith as a team that eventually this was going to work. And here we are in the fourth quarter, you're up 14.
Somehow Fagan gets that ball as Bergeron made a good play on it. But Fagan just too strong, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. The foul called on Max DeVries, his second. Fagan's first free throw on the way, and it's going to bounce around about 17 times before dropping.
You know what I missed this year, Vince, amongst so many other things? No school plays this year. And somebody like Greg Fagan would have had a leading role.
Fagan kept his miss alive. Great hustle that time. He's going to set a pick for Carter White near the top of the key. White's jumper from the free throw line is good. Tough shot. Give Fagan a little bit of credit for that one. So now we're under 5 minutes remaining, 17-point lead for the Falcons. Three-pointer from the corner, no good by DeVries. Goes out of bounds. St. Albert will get the ball back.
Well, my daughter is my wife's daughter as well. And as I'm often reminded, seldom right and wrong again. I'm being told by our executive producer and student council member, Alexis Narmy, they are going to attempt to pull off a school play this spring.
Wouldn't that be something? You know, Alexis she just knows. Good steal by Sifford. Kaus gets the roll, and it drops for the Tigers. Good hustle that time by Red Oak.
Really good play, and the Falcons might have gotten away with a foul there.
66-51. Entry pass from Cherney to Fagan. Reverse layup, good. Greg Fagan gets a bucket.
Same play, second time it goes.
Kaus over to Berggren. Berggren for three on the way. Good.
Can I just say I like the way this Red Oak coach uses his timeouts. It might be somewhat unconventional, but I think he uses them at a really good time.
I would happen to agree with you. 14-point lead for St. Albert, but you can see that the Red Oak team has a lot of fight in them. They are still diving after loose balls. They're taking good shots. They're running their offense. They're not being lazy on defense. You can see that this is a vastly improved team. You know, last year, Charlie, 5-17. And if you want to look at their overall record the last 4 years, 11-76. That's usually a bit of a culture problem. Well, I don't see a culture problem tonight, do you?
No, you can see things are starting to change. Just one senior on the floor right now. And frankly, they're just not very big either. One guy 6'2", one guy 6'1", otherwise all 6-footers or below. Red Oak has a good group coming because, as you said, Vince, a good culture.
St. Albert leading the Hawk 10 in steals this year, and they have added to that tally tonight. And no discredit to Red Oak for not taking care of the ball. It's just that St. Albert defense is so tough. 68-54 your score. St. Albert with the lead and the ball. 3:30 left in the game. Backdoor cut by Rollis. He can't quite get the shot away. Cherney will. That ball was partially blocked, and Red Oak comes up with it.
Great spacing on the floor that trip for the Falcons.
Kaus' three-pointer no good. Last touch by Cherney. Will stay in Red Oak's hands. St. Albert defense only gave up 9 points to the Tigers coming out of half in that third period. Shot on the way by Kaus. Baseline jumper in and out, no good. Rebound Sifford. I will say if there's one thing St. Albert could tighten up on, it's on the defensive boards.
For sure.
Fagan act like he's going to shoot three. We all knew he wasn't. He kicks it back out to Rollis.
You'd like to see Fagan stay right there on the post. You have the matchup. Just stay there and be patient, and then feed him the ball.
Fagan's three-point tally for this season, 0 for 1. So I guess he is a threat.
Well, it's probably good he's only shot one.
You're saying there's a chance.
He is meant to be down on the block in Southwest Iowa small town ball. He's a good player. I'd like to see the Falcons try to feed him a little bit more.
Red Oaks number 4, Garrett Kaus, picked up his third foul, the team's 6th. 14-point lead for the Falcons, 2:47 left.
And again, Vince, after a lot of fouls called in the first half, I think the officials have really done a nice job today in all these games. You can see a lot cleaner here in the second half, and a lot of it goes to the officials setting the tone early.
Rollis' three-pointer from the corner, no good. Into the hands of Ryan Johnson. Quickly, Kaus, three-pointer for Red Oak on the way, nothing but net. Garrett Kaus, his third three of the night. Going to be a foul called. And that one's going to go against Kaus. That's his fourth unofficially.
If you're to hit the rewind button there, the defensive rebound and some of what we're talking about there, the Falcons are not necessarily in bad positions when the shot goes up, but they allow themselves to get pushed, to get moved underneath the basket. They've got to hold their ground.
Yeah, you've got to push backward and clear that space out under the hoop. They just kind of stand there, at least tonight. 11-point lead, 68-57. First free throw by Patterson is good. Give Patterson 8 tonight.
Patterson and Fagan have really changed the game for the Falcons, or they did change the game for the Falcons tonight with the little plays.
There's Kaus again from the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Long rebound into the hands of Red Oak. Here's Berggren, three-pointer, no good. Cherney this time comes up with it. He collects it to Fagan, who gives it to Rollis. Rollis goes into the lane. Going to be a blocking foul against Johnson of the Tigers. Shooting two will be Rollis of the Falcons.
Really athletic play, shocker from Rollis. But to make that move over to his right, most guys, and I would recommend most guys, come to a jump stop there. Rollis is able to cut over to his right and draw the foul.
First free throw is good. Falcons 8 of 10 from the line this half. A little improved. With 2:05 left in the game, Rollis' second free throw also good. And a timeout on the floor.
For those inquiring at home, Creighton got beat in overtime, and the Packers lead the Rams 10-3 in the second. Tonight you've got the Ravens at the Bills. Bills fair by 2.5. And, of course, a big matchup on the NHL Network in the All-Canadian division. The Canadians, the Habs, at the Oilers, 6 o'clock.
You like that new setup, divisional setup for the hockey?
I couldn't ask for anything better. You've got the Canadian division, then you've got the Northeast division, kind of like the old original six, if you will. Just a wonderful sprint this year in the hockey season. Super excited.
Likewise, always fun when there's so much sports going on. Spectators or none, we're just glad they're out on the field of play. 2 minutes left here in the game. St. Albert stays in a full court press, 72-57. They almost forced the turnover. And there's Rollis again up on the top there. Kaus, three-pointer on the way, good. That's 2 in a row for Garrett Kaus, the senior guard. Here comes Carter White. There's going to be a foul on Kaus, and that's going to be 5 for him. He's going to have a seat. 12-point lead for St. Albert. When they played back in the first week of January, St. Albert won that game by 21. Tonight they're up by 12, but all things considered, they played a lot of new faces in the first period.
That was one of two seniors, just checked out, and Garrett Kaus made he played a really solid game tonight.
He certainly did. Johnson drives, reverse layup. Good play that time by Caden Johnson. It's his first bucket of the game. Whoops. Rollis, I'm not sure what happened there, but he got it over to Fagan. Fagan's going to be fouled by Berggren, and he'll be shooting 2. Kind of a loose ball there.
Well, it was, but here's one of the benefits of St. Albert or a school like Red Oak that you don't always see in some of the other schools. You could just tell that's two kids that have played together for 12 years. They knew where they were going to be, and just a little flick of the wrist, and the ball gets over to him.
Fagan makes the first. Second one on the way, also good. Greg Fagan nails them both. St. Albert 11 of 14 here in this half from the free throw line. That one's going to be thrown out of bounds into Matt Madsen almost. And St. Albert will have it with 1:14 left, up by 12, 74-62. Got to give Red Oak a lot of credit.
Oh, they played fantastic tonight. This is a team that other teams don't want to see the second half of the season. Vince, I'm somebody that loves a good, low-scoring, 17-14 type football game. I love a good, high-scoring, high school basketball game. 74 points from the Falcons, with the starters really only playing 3 quarters. An impressive offensive effort tonight.
Yep, without a doubt. Timeout called by Red Oak. I just love the fight in the Tigers. They won't go away. The outcome may be, well, it's probably not in doubt anymore, 74-62. But you can tell they want to be on the floor still.
Well, to your point earlier about the culture, this is a culture thing. We're at St. Albert, and we're in this ball game, and we're going to fight till the very end. This is not necessarily about this outcome. This game has been decided. It's about the rest of your season and now setting things forward for a group of really young guys the next couple of years. It's setting the tone.
St. Albert will keep their, well, looks like they are making a change. They're going to go with some of their reserves now.
Getting those seniors back in the ball game.
Yep. And a very good game by the Falcon starters. Well-earned victory. As we said, they are going to play Glenwood and Denison next week. Will we have those games?
Going to have our hands full. Glenwood is really good. They are a top 10 team right now. Denison has some length. They will be tough as well. A couple of really fun games. The Glenwood girls were actually down to Maryville by about a dozen at the half today. Maryville is very good. Glenwood lost to Fremont last year. I think Glenwood probably wins a 4A state title. But anyway, the boys' games should be really good the next couple of games.
Will we carry those games on Sports Fan, or do you know? Mathai to Shaw, Shaw to Sherrill. Shaw tried to cut in the lane, no go. Here comes Berggren working against Mathai, and Mathai's going to pick up the foul. I think that's his third tonight.
Eric doesn't think he got him, and maybe he didn't. But that is, again, one of those type of foul, they're just always going to call it. Every referee in the country is going to make that call.
Bergen's first shot on the way, good. He's had himself a nice ball game tonight.
Iowa State women's basketball on ESPN here at 7 o'clock, and Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball 11 o'clock on CBS tomorrow. And a special shout out to my mother for the Lawrence Welk Show every Saturday night at 6 o'clock. And how about the Molly B Polka Party every Saturday night, 9 o'clock on RFD? We've actually had some fans say they really enjoy the polka on the schedule.
I have not watched the polka show, but I do watch a little Lawrence Welk as Derek Schneckloth will pick up the foul, and Bradley Sifford will get the bucket and a chance for the three-point play. 74-65. Like we said, Red Oak just won't go away. 30 seconds left here in the ball game.
Fun game.
Rebound to Johnson of the Tigers. DeVries wants that three. He drives the lane instead. Shot no good. Sifford trying to keep it alive. Last touch by Sifford.
And a game that was very physical, a little chippy at times. It really could have gotten out of hand. And credit to all involved. It's just been a good, physical, hard-played high school game.
Sifford with the turnover for Red Oak to Bergeron. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Shaw, and he's going to be fouled. Sifford will pick up his fifth, and he'll have a seat, but what a good game by him. He has 11 total on the night. A lot of rebounds as well. .14 seconds left in the game. St. Albert with a 9-point lead, 74-65. Many of the seniors in right now for the Falcons on senior night.
Got to tell you, Vince, the 5 o'clock at St. Pat's is looking a little iffy right now. Might have to hit tomorrow.
Much to the chagrin of your daughter. 74-65. There goes DeVries. He drives the lane. It's tipped a little bit either by Schneckloth or Sherrill.
Credit to a couple of these guys on the floor for just sticking with it all the way through. Haven't gotten a ton of playing time the last couple of years at the varsity level, and they've just stuck with it.
Well, let's hope it pays off for them in Des Moines, which is where they want to finish things off. Hunter Gillian gets the bucket at the buzzer to just narrow it up a little bit and make it look better for the Red Oak Tigers. But as it stands, this game is over at 74-68. Falcons with the conference victory. And I tell you, it's a hard-fought win for St. Albert tonight.
Well, it was, and you can see here from the Red Oak fans themselves showing the appreciation for their players. They know that was a great effort, and it was. And give credit to St. Albert, who basically played starters for 3 quarters and fought out of a hole against a hot team that was playing hard. And so St. Albert really got it going there in the second half despite being outscored by 2 in the fourth quarter. Really the second and the third quarters where they outscored them 39-24, really the difference in the ballgame.
High scores for the Tigers tonight include Sifford's 11, DeVries' 13, and Kaus's 16. For the Falcons, your top scores 8 apiece for Cherney and Fagan, 9 apiece for Patterson and Sherrill, 10 for Miller, 14 for Rollis, and a game-high 18 for Carter White. St. Albert bumps their record up to 5-5. The Tigers fall to 4-6. Thank you for joining us tonight on St. Albert Sports Fan. On behalf of Sophie, Alexis, Charlie, and myself,